Greetings, guys. Brandon back here again. And I thought we would do another animated review for today, first of 2023. Today, we're going to be talking about Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost. It is a movie to tie up the loose ends from the original series, The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. But going back to that movie right here, it opens up with the gang, Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and Scoob, in the middle of solving a case. And apparently something happens, and they bumble it up, and they, for the first time, they accuse an innocent person of the crime, and since they were already in trouble with the law, they are forced into early retirement, so they're selling off everything. They sell I think the mystery machine goes, pretty much everything just sell. Scooby and Shaggy are like sitting out in lawn chairs with Hawaiian shirts on. They're just ecstatic that they don't have to solve any more mysteries, which I thought was funny. And Fred, Daphne, and Velma, they're just disappointed. Well, there's a crystal ball in one of the boxes, and it starts glowing. So Shaggy picks it up, and if you've seen the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, you know that there was a character in there named Vincent Van Gogh, who was voiced by the late great Vincent Price. But they do a phenomenal job of, like, when I first heard the voice actor, I thought it was Vincent Price. And it was like, I know he's been passed away for a few years now, and I'm like, it's that good. And he contacts them saying that the chest of demons has appeared again, and Shaggy and Scooby start freaking out. Daphne, she's like, okay, awesome. And during this whole time, because in the series, it was only Daphne, Scooby, and Shaggy. And there were new additions of Flim Flam and Scrappy were the only ones. Fred and Velma were off in school during the series, so they had no clue what's going on. Apparently, Daphne has her own van. It was like a completely different Daphne. And she took more of the leader role away from Fred, and Fred kind of like doesn't know what to do now, because he's like, well, she's took my role and I don't know what to do. And it was just, it worked. I thought it worked really, really good. And they travel to Vincent Van Gogh's mansion, and weird stuff starts happening. This demon that apparently is the 13th ghost, because in the series they only caught 12. And so it appears, chases them around. But Velma starts debunking a lot of Vincent Van Gogh stuff, like the creaky doors and the flapping mirrors. They were all just like mechanisms that Vincent Van Gogh did. And he admits later on that Velma's right. So, and he keeps explaining that the 13th ghost, he knew. And also, I forgot, at the beginning of the movie, this friend of Vincent Van Gogh's has the chest of demons running away from somebody and apparently dies. So, yeah. And Vincent Van Gogh is just afraid that they're going to open up the chest of demons again, and all of the 13 ghosts, the 12 ghosts, are going to be re-released again that Scooby accidentally did in the series. So he wants Mr. Ink's help. So they fly in his jet to the Himalayas, where pretty much all the chase scenes and stuff, regular Scooby-Doo stuff, all happens. And, they battle the 13th ghost, and while they're at the Himalayas, they do meet Flim Flam. Flim Flam is back in this. He's a little bit older. They mention Scrappy, but he's never seen in this movie. And they keep going around, and Velma ends up debunking that it was never, like the chest of demons was never real. Nothing's, everything can be explained. And for those people that's not seen it yet, I mean, the 13th ghost, technically, it's a guy in an outfit, but I'm not going to tell you who it is because I'm not going to spoil it for you. But anyway, they end up solving the case and everything. But at the end, Vincent Van Gogh does admit that's not the real chest of demons. So I don't know if he has the real chest of demons or if it's all fake, but because the series, The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, they were real ghosts. And because this came out before Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. So yeah, they already established that there were real ghosts in the Scooby-Doo universe before Zombie Island. But Velma never believed it. Oh, and one more thing. Come to find out, during that time Fred was in school, he was a cheerleader. Which is just so random, but it is so hilarious at the same time. And everybody just looks at him like, oh, okay. Because they never thought of Fred doing that. But I think that was pretty cool. That they would give Fred, be a male cheerleader. And overall, I thought the movie was better than I expected. The animation I like. It's like a mixture of newer animation, kind of almost to the What's New Scooby-Doo animation, but not quite. The story was okay. It kind of veers off a little bit at certain points, and if you're not paying attention, you'll just be like, what's going on? But I could definitely, would I consider it a true successor to The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo? No. I like that they tried to explain the 13th ghost as a fake ghost and go back to the roots of Scooby-Doo. I do applaud them for throwing that little wrinkle in this movie, but I would have liked to seen Scooby-Doo and the gang, and Vincent Van Gogh, and Flim Flam. And yes, I'm in the minority in this, but I would have liked to see Scrappy back. I know everybody just universally hates Scrappy, but I thought he was an okay addition to the group. I liked him, but I'm in the minority, so. Versus the 13th ghost that actually came out of that chest during the series. And I would have liked to have seen the other two ghosts. What was it? Bogo and Weird? I hope I'm saying that right. But they were very important comedic antagonist ghosts for Scooby and the gang during that series. And they left them out, and I don't think that's right. If you're going to do something and have it close out a particular series in a franchise, bring characters that were important to that series back. I know everybody is going to hate me for this, but that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but Scrappy should have been in the movie. Bogo and Weird should have been in the movie. And like I said before, like I'm gonna repeat, it should have been a straight up real ghost, and they should have introduced that to be like, hey, Fred and Velma, listen, there's a real ghost out there in the world. Because um, after this, they didn't do anything. Like after this, Fred and Velma thought it was just regular guys in masks, and they never spoke of it until this movie. But yeah, I mean, I love to see Daphne in the whole leader role and her kicking some butt. I did like that. I hope to see more of that. And Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost, I probably would say, if you don't have, because I collect Scooby-Doo, like I have a lot of Scooby-Doo shows and movies. But I'm saying if you just want to watch a newer Scooby-Doo and you really don't care and you're just a casual viewer, I'd say give it a watch. Even if you're a hardcore fan, still give it a watch. Be open to the fact that they tried to bridge the old school Scooby-Doo with newer Scooby-Doo to a point, and I think they just tried to force it in a little bit too much, and it didn't. It kind of worked, but it didn't work, and it felt just a hair pushed. But anyway, out of 5 stars, I'd definitely give Scooby-Doo and the 13th Ghost, Curse of the 13th Ghost, a 3 out of 5. I would say it was good. I would say it was good. But yeah, if you want me to do more reviews of animated movies, just bring on the comments. um, I'm open to watching anything animated, and yeah. Apparently, my Jetsons one I've done from the Jetsons movie I did a few years back, it got a lot of views, and Scooby-Doo got a fair amount of, and The Legend of the Phantasaur. I'm going to have both of those in this playlist, so if you want to check those out, just hop on over and watch those. And yeah, I hope y'all are doing great, guys, and 2023, man, years keep flying by, don't they? But yeah, so until the next video, guys, be safe out there, and we will talk to you very soon. See ya.